The Adventures of Gilligan's Island was one of the very first video games I owned. I was probably around 3 or 4 when I first played this game, and I was well aware of the show. Even though the show first aired way before I was born, you know, the time before Prime, I always knew of it because my mom would watch reruns of it on TV Land. The show first debuted in 1964 and aired Saturday nights at 8:30. You should probably know the plot, but it's better if I just play the theme. It tells you everything you need to know.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough, the tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship's aground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle, with Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire and his wife, the movie star, the professor and Mary Ann, here on Gilligan's Island.
Now that is a classic television show theme song. Let's hear it again from the top. I'm just kidding, but it definitely has to go down as one of the greatest TV show themes ever. Of course, behind the Golden Girls. But I don't do TV show reviews, I do video games. So here we go, The Adventures of Gilligan's Island from 1990 for the NES. Alright, so you the player take control of the skipper, and you're followed around by Gilligan. And he's a pain. But the game is done in episodes and you have 4 to get through. You just have to complete the objectives to complete the level. You have to wander around and find the other characters from the show and they will tell you what you need to do. They'll give you the objectives. You should probably just try to avoid the enemies because your combat ability straight sucks. You have a punch that is close to useless. However, you can find weapons, but they are much better. And once again, Gilligan is following along and not doing anything. You could be getting attacked by a hog, and he just stands there, and every now and again he'll get knocked down by an enemy, but guess what happens when he stands up? You guessed it. Nothing. He just stands there looking like an imbecile. You often will find holes that will lead to an underground pit. Sometimes that's the direction to go. But when it's not, Gilligan falls down into the pit, and you gotta go get him every single time. I tried to leave him, but the game gives you like a 2-minute timer to get back to him. Bummer. Now, when you have to go down into the pit, you have to make sure Gilligan falls in first, because if you go down first, he won't follow you. So at this point I'm frustrated. And don't get me started on the quicksand. So, spoiler alert. They never got off the island in the TV series, and I was hoping maybe at the end of the game they do. But instead it ends with Gilligan wishing for a big mountain of ice cream. And he gets it. Yeah, that's the end. They give you a screen of text that's somewhat of a cliffhanger, like a TV show, maybe hinting to a second game, but thank the Lord above, it never happened. It's not the worst game by far, but I've played much better. So if you feel like giving this game a try, in my opinion, it's not very good. I'll probably never play it again, but at least it gives you a password system, in case you want to play a little today and some tomorrow. So basically what I'm telling you is, if, for some odd reason, you are stranded on an island, and you get to choose one video game to have and play for the rest of your life, don't pick this game.